Hi, in this video section we are going to see Vogels approximation method module 4 is a second problem. Okay, so here 3 destination is given and 4 supply is given. The source is for 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 3 destination is given, and supply values and demand value. Supply value and demand value is given. The same problem we already discussed in least cost method. Okay, so the given problem is unbalanced. So if you add this value and this value, it won't balance. Okay, if you add this value you will get 980, and if you add a demand you will get 770. 210 is your difference between these two. Okay, so we are going to add that 210 here. So instead of that cost we are going to take it as 0. Okay, so this is demand 4. Now if you add this and this you will get 980. Now the given problem is a balanced problem. Okay, first the given problem is unbalanced problem because here supply is more and demand is lesser value, so we added dummy column. If supply is greater than demand we have to add a dummy column. If demand is greater than supply we have to add dummy row. Okay, now we made the problem into balanced problem. So now we are going to find out the initial basic feasible solution. Okay, so which one we are going to find out? Initial basic feasible solution. Okay, by using Vogels approximation method. So I already said how to find out the Vogels approximation method in my previous video. So first each row and each column you have to find out two minimum value. Okay, then you have to find out the difference between that two, that is called the penalty. Okay, similarly here we are going to find out penalty 1. Okay, penalty 1, two minimum values you have to find out here. Okay, which is two minimum here? 0 and 5 is a minimum, isn't it? So 5 minus 0 you will get 5 is a penalty. Okay, so similarly 0 you have to consider 0 and 10. So 10 is your penalty, and 0 minus 0 is your penalty. Then next one is 0 1 is the penalty. So row we finished. So column we have to find out. Okay, penalty 1 column, take two values and subtract. So 13 and 15 is the least one. So if you subtract you will get 2. Similarly 0 and 1 you will get 1, and 9 and 5 and 9 you will get 4. Okay, and 0 minus 0 will get 0. In this you have to find out the maximum penalty, which is maximum. 10 is the maximum, isn't it? Put one circle here and find out here which is a minimum value. So which is minimum here? 0 is the minimum, isn't it? So 0 you have to allocate first. So here demand is 210 and supply is 260. So you have to take 210 minimum value, and here you have to subtract. If you subtract you will get 50. Okay, so here the entire product we sent, no, so this is become 0. So this entire column we have to strike out. Okay, so first penalty is over. Now we have to do penalty 2. So I am going to do penalty 2. Okay, I put lines here. Penalty 2. Okay, so now the same values only will get here because 0 we cancel, no, so you have to take another two values. 5 and 9 is the minimum value. So for 9 minus 5 you will get 4. Okay, 0 is gone here. Then another two minimum values 10 and 12. So if you subtract you will get 2. Okay, and here 0 and 5 is there. So 5 is your penalty, and 1 and 10, so you will get 9 here. So now for this column you will get the same value. Okay, and here also you will get same, and here dash because already we cancelled this particular column, so you have to put dash. Now which is maximum? So this is a maximum one. From here this row you have to find out the minimum, which is minimum. 1 is the minimum. Here your demand is 320 and supply is 220. So 220 you have to put here, then cancel with 220 you will get 0. Entire product we sent, and here you will get 100. isn't it? 220 if you subtract, you will get 100. Is it clear? Okay, so next, which is 0, this row is 0, no? So cancel this entire row. Okay, so now again do penalty 3. Doing penalty 3, you will get same value, 9 and 4, 9 and 5 you will get 4, then 10 and 12 you will get 2, 0 and 5 you will get 5, and this entire row is get cancelled, put one dash, and here penalty 3, and here now 15 and 17, so you will get 2 here, and 0 and 5, isn't it? 0 and 5 you will get 5, and then here 5 and 9 you will get 4, and this is become dash. Now which is the highest one? See here, this 5 and this 5 both tie, we got it. See, in this penalty 3 we got 5 here. Similarly in this penalty 3 for row wise we got 5 here. So now this row you have to select which is the minimum. Both the row you have to find out which is the minimum, that particular cell you have to take. In this row which is minimum, 0 is minimum. And similarly if you find out in this column, 0 is minimum. Okay, so you have to select minimum. Say for example, if you get 5 here, from here you have to check which is minimum, 10 is the minimum. If you take 5 here, which is minimum, 0 is minimum. So you have to select 0 only. Is it clear? Minimum cost cell you have to identify if there is a tie. Okay, so here 5 and 5 penalty is getting tie, and particular row and particular column you have to find out the minimum value. Okay, so according to this problem we got 0 is the minimum value, so select 0 to allocate. Okay, now I am going to allocate here. I have in hand requirement is 100, so here requirement is supply is 360, so you can send the entire 100 product here, and if you cancel 100 here you will get 260. Okay, now again you do, and this is become 0, no? First cancel this particular column. Okay, now again you have to do the penalty. Okay, penalty 4, P4. Okay, and 17, only 2 values are there, directly you subtract. Okay, 17 minus 9, so we'll get 8, and 20 minus 12 you will get 8, then 15 minus 5 you will get 10, and this is dash, and this penalty 4. So penalty 4, and see here which is minimum, 15 and 17, so 2 is a minimum, and this is dash, and this is 5 and 9 is a 2 least number, so you will get 4, and this is dash. Now find out which is maximum here. According to this row and column penalty, 10 is the maximum, so select 10, and here you have to find out the minimum. Which is minimum? 5 is the minimum, isn't it? So here you have to allocate 5. Okay, so here and destination they are asking 250 product, and you have so you have 260 product, you send 250, then this is become 0 and this is become 10. Okay, now you have to cancel this entire column. Okay, you will have these values only. So which is maximum? 20 is the maximum here, otherwise you can do penalty also. Okay, directly you can write 17, 20, 15, then again if you subtract here you will get penalty 5 is 2 dash 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 like that. Okay, and the maximum is 20, then particular row 20 you have to select. Okay, only one column is there, no need to do penalty, directly you can allocate, take a maximum value and you can allocate. Okay, so I have allocated first 20, then I have taken 17 I allocated, and 15 I have allocated, so each and every value allocated. Then now you have to find out your transportation cost. Okay, transportation cost, just multiply this allocated cells, 17 into 140, similarly 20 into 50, and 0 into 210, plus 15 into 10, plus 0 into 100, plus 5 into 250, okay, plus 1 into 220. Then if you multiply and add, finally you will get 5000. Okay, finally you will get 5000. So this is a transportation cost. Okay, so if you do the same problem in LCM method, the least cost method, you will get, say I'll show you example. So northwest corner rule method, no, if you do the same problem, if you take the same problem and if you do, you will get 6880. Just check, verify it. Okay, and if you do the same method in LCM method, okay, same problem in LCM method, you will get 5110. Okay, so now see, Vogels approximation method, we got 5000. Okay, so Vogels approximation method is the best compared with this two method. Is it clear? Okay, so we reduced transportation cost by using Vogels approximation method. Okay, here only you have to be careful in selecting your tie-up. Here 2 5 we got it, isn't it? Here also this penalty 3 is also 5. So here the penalty 3 is 5 and here penalty 3 is 5. Okay, so this row you have to check where you are getting minimum value, and this column we have to check where we are getting minimum value. Here in this problem we got 0 here. Okay, both the row and both the column we got 0 value. In case, say for example, so you are getting a tie up here. Okay, here if you get 5 here. Okay, one second. Okay, if you are getting 5 here, and in penalty 3 you are getting 5 here, for example. Okay, both are tie, isn't it? And in this row, this column, you have to select where you are getting minimum. This 0 is a minimum, and this I am giving an example. Okay, this particular row where we are getting minimum, this 0 is minimum. Whether we have to select this 0 or this 0, it is based on your demand and supply. Okay, so this demand is 320 and this demand is 210. Okay, say for example, and this demand is 140 and this is 260. Okay, where we can allocate, you have to check. So this is 260 and this is 320. So we can here it is 360. So here we can allocate 360. Here is possible only 140 in the sense. Maximum you are allocating, no? Okay, so that particular cell we have to select. This 0 only you have to select. Because here only 320 is maximum we can allocate. Okay, so if we select 320, so 0 into 320, the cost is 0. Okay, so we will get lesser transportation cost. So where we can allocate maximum supply or demand, that particular cell we have to select if the penalty is tie up. Okay, I think hope you can understand this problem. Thank you. So I'll show you again here. Okay. Thank you.